Good morning, everyone. It's Adrian here. Very quick lesson on AQA GCSE Language Paper 2, which is taking it up a tab for the GCSE English exams. By the time you get to Language Paper 2, you will have done Language Paper 1 and you will have learned from how you approach the questions in Paper 1 to then enforce that in Paper 2. So what I'm doing is something that a lot of teachers and schools do not teach, and that's the cover page of the actual exam. So it's something that I would recommend big time. So look at this and see what you learn from it at this point. Okay, so this is an emphasis of writers' viewpoints and perspectives. Important to know what a viewpoint is and perspective is in this context. A viewpoint in this case means an opinion, and a perspective is where the writers see it. And in Paper 2, we know the difference is that the students are now having to face and compare sources. There are two sources that they introduce in the AQA Paper 2. So it's very important, you know, this is going to be more complex. The time that's going to take for the exam is exactly the same, 1 hour 45. And for you, those of you who know, you have to bear in mind that the 1 hour 45 does include reading time. This is stated actually quite clearly down here, and yet a lot of students don't know that that exists. Then the next thing you need to know is what the actual assessment is about, and this is another area that people miss out, and yet it's incredibly important. So in section A, you are being assessed on the quality of your reading, and that means that you've got to read the detail and really read the detail if you want to do well in a language paper 2 and language paper 1. In fact, in the recent 23 GCSE English paper results, the examiners were much harder on students, and it's important that we raise the bar this year that detail is incredibly important. The important thing about section A is that if you read the sources well and properly without skimping, you then can structure answers and support your answers with evidence. And the next thing is this: you will be assessed on the quality of writing in section B. Remember, the quality of writing now includes SPAG. And again, students are looking at 40 marks for one question here, and 24 marks is for content, and 16 is basically for technical errors. And again, unfortunately, in the exams recently, a lot of students were not putting their technical effort into the paper. So this is really important to do, and I think it's very important that we understand the cover page. Thank you very much for your time. I will now stop sharing this as I come back on screen. And if you're interested in many sort of videos and help videos, there are quite a few on my YouTube channel. So do subscribe if you think this will help you.